It's up and running. How it look? It's up.
Not gonna be up. You should move the chair.
Should do what?
Oh, damn, Lucy was the first one.
Hey, Lucy. Hey, I know y'all can't believe it, but I'm here. Hey, Life with Kennedy. Hey, I know y'all can't believe it, but I'm here. All right. Wait for a few more people to come in before we get started here. I got my mods in here. Thank you. So how y'all doing? I'm a little late. I was supposed to start at 6 o'clock. Had a couple of technical difficulties. Plus, I was watching Power. Actually, that's what the truth is. I was watching Power and kind of got caught up. Hey, Rissa. Yeah, I'm in here. I know y'all surprised. Surprise, surprise, surprise. As Gomer Powell used to say. Yeah, hey everyone. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Matter of fact, I need to hit it myself. There we go. You're sitting over here by yourself. We used to working with somebody. It's a different kind of energy. But that's okay. Thank you. See your shadow. I see the door over there. Wait, how about we do this? And then I do this. Is that better? Cutie Chewy in the house. Hi, Pumpkin. What you mean, hub and talk? Who am I? Okay, I'll talk to y'all. Hey, Miss Catherine. Yeah, I know, I'm late. But I was watching Power, and I didn't realize that it was going to go as long as it did. And then I looked up at the clock, and I'm like, uh-oh. And it was like 5:58. I'm like, well, 6 o'clock ain't going to happen. But anyway, I'm here now. So, hey, thank y'all for coming in. Okay. Oh, thank you, Lucy. So, Rissa. Yeah, I know it's been a while. You know, this is my chance to get a do-over. Because that first live, if you ask me, it was a complete mess. I mean, yeah. I was uncomfortable, to say the least. I think I was nervous. Maybe even a little scared. because you know the energy is a little different when you're sitting over here by yourself. When you're used to working with somebody, you know, it's like I think it's like Michael Jordan without his Scottie Pippen. Yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, it's like Michael Jordan without Scottie. But we're gonna make it through. Yeah, don't forget to thumbs us live. Thank you, Cutie Chewy. Hey, I see. How you doing? Mm, mm, mm. I'm so glad to see y'all. Everybody's been talking about Kobe all day. It's really, really sad. You know, and then the fact that his daughter was on the plane, I think that makes it even sadder. You know, that a mother, you know, a wife has to not only bury her husband, but bury her child as well. You know, that's kind of crazy because the circle of life is supposed to go like your parents go before your children. You know, that's usually how we see it, but it doesn't always work out that way. You know, so it's kind of crazy. Shoot, you didn't get a notification. Dang. Yeah, I guess YouTube even messing with people that don't even come on that often. Wow. Yeah, maybe they only let you but no, that don't make sense either. I'm not even gonna try to figure out these YouTube rules. I'm just gonna do stuff, and if it works, great. If it don't, then it don't. Because trying to figure out some of these rules are crazy. Then you got people that, you know, you got some people that say this and some people that say that. And so, excuse me, I need to find the YouTube rule book. Hold on, let me get my drink. Be right back, y'all. Don't leave. Okay, I'm back. Gotta make sure I get something to drink. Well, maybe this is all we're gonna get. So, I want to talk about that first video that I did, that first live. But before I get into that, it's something I want to touch on that's been bothering me. Well, not bothering me, but it's been on my mind ever since, you know, for the past 3 weeks or a month or so. And I've been hearing a lot of people talking about support and, you know, people taking their love back and, you know, family and friends. The truth is, as content creators, we only have one job. And that job is to create content. Now, as with any other job, you have a job description. And for the content creator, the job description is creating content, making sure equipment is right, you know, you got the right equipment, how you're going to present your content. All those things that go into production, and, you know, if you're doing a collab, making sure that your people are there and everything's set up, everything's right. You have enough things that you have to do as a content creator than to worry about who's going to support you and who's not going to support you, who's going to subscribe and who's not. That is probably the least of your worries, and that's not even included in the little thing where it says other jobs, other duties as assigned. It's not even in there. Your focus, or our focus, should be on what we're doing as content creators. Now, as far as family and friends, they are probably the same as the average person on the street. They're expecting them to support you or to be there and do this and do that the way you want it done. Is not going to happen. It's just not. You will have some, but if you're thinking that most of them will, they won't. And so once you become an entrepreneur, they become the same thing as everyone else. A potential client, a potential customer. Our job then is to sell them on whatever it is we're doing, to make them come into the fold. Because if you ask somebody to blindly support you, or to blindly just follow along with what you're doing, at some point, if you get to a certain stature, now they're expecting something. So if you kind of treat them as the same as you would treat a regular customer, now they have it's the same expectations. All they want is a good product. Are you gonna do the things the way you're supposed to do it? Now, if you really want their help, how about you find you? I'm sure we all have somebody that we know that knows something about maybe cameras or maybe computers. Try to get information from them. Let them support you that way. That way they don't feel like they're obligated to do something. Because most times people, if they have information that will help you, they are willing to give you that information. They'll give you information quicker than they'll give you money. They'll give you information more quicker than they'll just come in and blindly support whatever it is you're doing. Just hit the thumbs up or subscribe to it. It's probably a little easier that way. I mean, that's just my thinking, you know, or as Auntie say, my thoughts. You know, that's the way I see it. You know, asking people to do something that they probably really don't want to do is a little. It puts them in a situation, because it's like, okay, this is my family member. If I do it, if I don't do it, then that, you know, you start to feel some kind of way. But if you put a different twist on it, and if they have information that you can use, then ask them for that to help you with, you know, provide that information that you may need. And I think that will, you know, help it a little longer. But I think we need to stop focusing on who's here and who's not. You're here. And so that's what's important for you, to make sure that your channel grows. And that's not just for YouTube. That is also for any business that you start. Your focus is whatever it is you're trying to build. Your brand, your business, your product, whatever it is you're doing, that's your focus. If you build it, they will come. And your job is to just make sure that it's something that people want, that they're interested in, that they like. And then you'll see a big difference, and it puts less focus on them. You know, you're focusing on them instead of focusing on you. And if you focus on, you know, now, let's get back to this first live. Whew. That thing was a mess. As I said, I was nervous, and it seemed like nothing worked out right. I couldn't get the phone to work. The computer was going crazy. It said it was like Murphy's Law. Whatever could go wrong, went wrong. But the good thing is I managed to get through it with the help of those that were there, that stuck in there. And for those that were there, thank you for staying. I do apologize because you can't get that hour back of your life, or that mess that I did, but it's okay. You know, I learned a valuable lesson. And this is how I knew that it was bad. Because as soon as I ended the video, Auntie says, me and David think that you should probably put Bhopnation TV on the back burner and work on Uncle David's TV. And I'm like, wait a minute. This means that they were having this conversation while I was just going through the video. So what I did was I went back and I looked, And I looked at some of my other videos, and I'm like, yeah, it was kind of bad. And then I was talking to David on the phone, and he calls me and says, Dad, that video, it was boring. You had no personality. And I'm like, wow. He was blunt, but he was telling the truth. And I respect that because, our family, the ones that are close to us at least, they want to protect us. They don't want us to feel like we're going to fall flat on our face. So what Auntie and David did was they were trying to protect me and not make me feel really, really bad about what I was doing. And I understand that, and I love them for that. But my whole thing was, this is my baby. I started Bhopnation as a way of, being able to give back, to just start something. My goal every day that I wake up is to change somebody's day, if it's just one person, every day. And so that's where this came from. And Bhopnation TV is an extension of that, something for me to have to reach more people. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, great. Because the last thing I want to do is be sitting and saying, what would have happened if I had tried, again, and just sit back wondering what would have happened, what would have. And so here I am, y'all, trying to do this thing again. I feel a whole lot better about the process, because I look back on those videos. It kind of put me in mind of, how you see those videos where a guy gets kidnapped and held for ransom, and you got the dude standing behind him with the sword, and they telling him to tell this message that he really don't want to tell, and he's sitting there, and you can tell he's under duress. That's how those videos look to me. Like the dude was standing off to the side, and he's going to chop my head off as soon as I'm finished. And it's like somebody's telling me, blink twice if you're okay. But I got through it. And I also learned that Bhopnation is not a person. It's a dream. It's a process. It's a brand. Uncle David is the person. That's me. I am Bhopnation. And so instead of sitting there and trying to be somebody that I wasn't, being, I have to be me. The happy-go-lucky guy, the guy that's always got something to say. That's me that you see on Aunt Maddie's TV. But this is a little different. Like I said, I feel like Michael Jordan. My Scotty's Pippen sitting over there in the corner. I'm glad she's sitting over there because it gives me a little bit of confidence. So. But, alrighty. Hey, what's going on, Ty? Ronaldinho? I know I see. I thank y'all for coming and, being here with me and riding this out with me. Well, Ty said she'd be here. She's here, sure enough. Ty said, hey. Oh, never mind. You can see that. But this is it's going to be fun. I'm going to have different little things that I'm going to do. I'm trying to come up with some things. We're going to be doing more videos. I'm going to try to come live a little more often. Right now I'm really I want to make sure that Auntie's straight. I've been working on editing. My focus has been her. Because she's come a long way, and she's been working really hard. So I kind of put me on the back burner, and it's cool, because she's working it. She's really working it. And if I never told her, I'm proud of her. I'm telling her now, and I'm telling her in front of all these witnesses so that y'all will know that I mean what I say. I am truly proud, because she stepped out of her comfort zone to become Aunt Maddie, and it's fun being Uncle David, being, I guess, everybody's favorite uncle, and having everybody's favorite aunt. It's a really cool thing, but what we got here?
It's cool.
Oh, fool me. Oh, man. I got it wrong this time. Hi, Pooh. I guess you do love us. Oh, ain't you the sweetest? Yeah, but I really, really appreciate you all coming in and sitting with me for these few minutes. So I think I'm going to cut it off and quit while I'm ahead. Nah. I'm here for the duration. I'm going to give it an hour. That marathon that me and Auntie did yesterday, wow, 4 hours. Yeah, we would be sitting and say, how does somebody do that? Well, we found out how they do it. You just do it. Also, I'm trying to come up with some ideas because every morning I send out my morning motivation. And right now I'm sending it to individual people. And as the list grows, it becomes a little more, it's difficult to do everybody in one setting.
Cool Jet said he shared it out.
Thanks, Cool Jet. It's becoming a little difficult. I enjoy sending the individual messages because it's really personal for me and when I get the feedback, I thank y'all. It lets me know that y'all appreciate it, that I'm doing something right. But what I really am trying to do is find a way to do it so that I can send it out all at once and everybody gets it. Because right now it takes me, let's say, about 20 minutes to do it. And I know as the list grows, it's going to be more people. So if anybody has any suggestions on what I can do, if you can hit me in my inbox on Instagram, and I'm going to type in my little IG here. It's Bhopnation Nation. Thank you. Yeah, if somebody, Auntie's gonna drop the.
One of your mods.
You are mod.
I said, well, one of them. Because I don't think I know how to do it.
Just type in. No, you don't. No, you don't have to type in the link. Just type in the name.
Okay. What, Bhopnation?
Yeah.
That's your Instagram?
If you could just send me some suggestions on how to, because I'm thinking email, but I don't know how many people use their email. And then right now I don't have the community tab on YouTube. So what I'm wondering is trying to figure out a way to, to reach more people and also keep the ones that I have and make sure that they get the information. Yeah. Although it's supposed to be IG first and then Bhopnation. But it's cool. It's cool like that. They know what it is. Okay, Rissa, you say group it. Okay, I guess my question now becomes, if I group it, can I continue to put people in the group, or do I have to make a new group every time I add a new person? Because I thought about that, but I forgot to look and see if you could do that. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna try that maybe next week. This week I'll just run it out the way that I've been doing it. Because as a matter of fact, I probably won't have as much time because we're moving this week and it's going to be a lot going on. So we're a little excited about that. So
I say a little.
Sure, y'all can hear Auntie in the background. Yeah, we're really excited about it. Finally getting. I mean, the neighborhood's not that bad, but at some point you just got to move. It's time for us to move, get out of here. So we're really excited about that. Moving is like Sheesh. I don't know. It's like washing clothes. I don't know what's worse, putting the clothes in the machine, the actual work at the laundromat, or bringing them back home and then folding them and putting them away. So it's like packing up stuff and moving stuff and loading it on the truck, unloading it, putting it in a new place, trying to make sure that it fits in the new place, figuring out that you probably got to get rid of some stuff. But hey, that's part of the process. So whatever. Yeah, we moving on up. Just like George and Wheezy. Yeah, so that's going to be a true test, and it's going to be really busy. So we may not be. I know for sure I probably won't be. Maybe I might try to do another live this week, but we trying to get Auntie over the hump, and she's almost there. So we're going to be working on that, and then I'll be coming back, and as time goes on, working more on my Bhopnation Tv and Bhopnation and trying to see how this works. So I'm gonna need y'all to shoot me some ideas, and if you have something, I also have some. I want to do what's called. I had the name and I can't remember what it was now. It's sort of like the start of the month. What I want to do. Does anybody know any seamstresses? I need a seamstress to. I got some ideas that I want to shoot past them. I want to, So if anybody knows one, they can help me out. I got some ideas. I don't want to really say nothing right now. But it's sort of like a little award that I want to give out. For people in the. It's basically for people in the community. That are doing for the community, that are giving back, that are helping others. And so I want to do that. Just a whole bunch of just stuff. I got a whole bunch of ideas. Everybody knows about the van. I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but I guess I have to talk about it, because the only way to make it come to fruition and to manifest it is to talk about it. I've always wanted to go drive across country. And I remember my dad, he used to say he wanted to get one of those big old RVs, but he never got around to it. And so I want to get a minivan and change it into a camper and just drive. Take little road trips. Like me and Auntie, like she likes to fish. Me, not so much, but I go because it's relaxing, sitting there at the water, but, go fishing and, like, go different little places and not have to worry about where we're going to sleep, having to stay in these hotels because it can be expensive, sleeping in, staying in hotels and stuff like that. So just, deck it out a little bit. Nothing fancy. I've seen a lot of different fancy ones. I mean, people they really go all out. But, I just want to keep it simple. Just something that, like when we go fishing, we get tired, we can go sit in, go chill out in the van, get out the sun. Or when we go crabbing, because we plan on doing a lot of that, this summer. That's the plan, because we missed out on it last year. So this year we're going to make sure that we're doing, going fishing, and we're going to take y'all with us and go crabbing. Auntie loves to crab. I'm kind of like I'll be sitting around, like she would get on me when we be fishing, and I'd be sitting in the chair, and I'll fall asleep. And she'd be like, "Oh, you're going to miss the fish." So I figured out what I would do is I take the fishing rod, the fishing pole, and put it up under my leg. So once the fish hit it, if I fell asleep, it would wake me up. I don't eat them, but it's fun catching them. And it's actually just relaxing, sitting out on the water, watching the boats go by and stuff like that. So that's the plan for the summer. Anybody in here like to fish? Yeah. So, yeah, but I have to. I've got a lot of stuff written down. Also, I'm going to be showing. I'm going to do another. I have a vision board that I did last year, and I put it away. I had it out for a while, and I would look at it, but then I kind of fell off, and I now understand that in order for you to manifest something, you have to see it, you have to feel it. And I was listening to this guy Zig Ziglar. He was like, you have to taste it. Now, how you taste a minivan is far beyond me, but you just have to. It has to be there. You have to imagine yourself doing whatever it is that you want to do. So I'm going to make a new vision board, and I'm going to share that process with you all. There's some other things that I put up on the board that I'm just going to go through and share, and share some of my experiences during the process, and things that I learned from people that I watch, and just share and learn from you all, and especially with the morning motivations. I like I said, the feedback I get, I really appreciate it. It lets me know that I'm doing something that people really like. And so if you're interested, just follow me on Instagram, at Bhopnation. I do it like on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's really early in the morning because I'm up early, and I try to get it done as soon as possible. That way, when y'all wake up, y'all will see it. Sometimes I'll do it and I'll get a response. I'm like, sheesh, guess I'm not the only one up this early in the morning. But that's become fun. This whole YouTube thing it's pretty cool because you see people. It's one thing to, because I know back in the day they used to have the little chat things where all you could do was talk. You just text it, But now with this just YouTube thing, you can go live. You actually see some of the people that come in your room, those that go live, or people that actually make videos, and you're sitting there, you're watching the video, and you're like, oh man, hey, that's pretty cool. I met that person, or hey, what's going on, Jess? Hey, Sonny T, how y'all doing? Now, I often go off on a little rant, so if I don't see you come in, don't take it personal. It's just that right now I'm trying to learn how to look and talk and follow this all at the same time. So if I don't see you come in, if I don't acknowledge you, don't worry, I'll see you. And besides that, Auntie will let me know, what's going on. So I thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for sharing your time with me. We got 8 people in the room. Oh, really? Whatever, Jess. So I can't thank y'all enough. But let's see what else we got going on here. I don't want to talk about Kobe anymore. Boom. Hey, y'all. There's an event coming March 21st, 2020. Y'all need to be there. That event is my birthday, Baltimore. Tickets are $84, I think. However, I've been told that from time to time you can find it on Groupon. So what you're going to have to do is scan Groupon. Also, Cutie Chewy has been doing that. So as we get information, we'll pass it along. I think if you can get on Groupon, you can get a ticket. For like $20. I mean $50. I don't know where I get $20 from, but for like $50. But it's all white.
The Travis sister said it's Kobe Bryant dead.
Yes, he is. He is. Unfortunately, him and his oldest daughter. It's all white with a splash of red, representing YouTube. But in case that you didn't catch the first part, that's my birthday. So we're going to kind of be celebrating. You know, I don't drink, but I've made a couple of promises that I would have a drink or three. So there's 3 people that I will be having a drink with. Well, 2 for sure I know. Anybody else is debatable. That's Auntie and Cutie Chewy. I'm sure my oldest son will have me because he's probably going to be there. So yeah. Hmm? Yeah, but yeah.
She said just get an Uber.
Who gonna catch an Uber from Baltimore?
Right.
We don't live in Baltimore. We're like 30 minutes from Baltimore. So Uber, nah. I'm usually the designated driver. So if I have a couple of shots, as long as I eat, you know, I should be okay to get, you know, by the time we get back to the dock.
We might just get a hotel.
Okay. Oh, if that's the case, then I may just get
Turn up.
what they call it, white boy wasted. Yeah. Yeah, we do that, then we good.
Maybe it's because you don't upload often.
There just won't be any videos. Well, it probably will be, because I am sure that somebody's going to want to see me in that state of mind. Because I can't even remember the last time I can't remember the last time. Oh yeah, I did have a shot or 2 recently, but that was, you know, that was something small. You know, so but I do plan to have fun. Yeah, the thing is to just have fun.
I think
You know,
sisters.
live a little. You know, so yeah. But this Kobe thing, I was trying to avoid it, but maybe not. You know, it's taken the world by surprise. You know, not just the NBA, not just the sports world, but the world within it. You know, everybody, because he was a very popular guy. He was good at what he did, and I think, like I said, what makes it even sadder is that his daughter was with him, and she's gone as well. You know, and it's really crazy. You know, I was just to a guy on the radio, and he was talking about, you know, he has a daughter, and you know how sad it made him feel. Of course, I started thinking, because I got a daughter. You know, she's grown, but you know she's still my little girl. You know, but that's it's really sad. You know, I just hope that, you know, people will allow his wife and his family to grieve in peace, because I'm quite sure that there are going to be a lot of crazy stories that come out. Everybody going to have their opinion of this and opinion of that. But my thing is, let her and the other kids.
Other people that was on it too.
You know.
9 other. I thought they said it was only 4. I see said it was 9. I thought it was only 4 people on there.
9 altogether. They said it was only 5 people. It was him and 4 other people. That's what I heard. Like I said, it's going to be stories on top of stories until somebody comes out with, you know, whatever happens. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, he was. I send my thoughts and prayers to his family. No time, no 9.
Because we all know how people are.
It was 9. It was a press conference. It's 9.
Wow.
New reports now say 9. That is so sad. 9 people gone, you know? And then they wake up and you know, they plan their day out, and, you know, they're going to do this and do that, not even knowing that the day is going to be their last day, you know?
Yeah, who thought? I'm quite sure. And anybody else that you know, on their last day, I'm quite sure that when they got up, the last thing they was thinking was that this is it. That you know, when I get up out this bed, I won't be coming back to this bed. And I really feel for his wife and kids and his dad, his mom, and all the people that were close. But you know how people can be. They can be mean. They can be cruel. There's going to be somebody that's going to try to come out with something, and all it will be is to gain a dollar. The bottom line, it'll all be about trying to get a dollar or to get their 15 minutes of fame. Is it really, really worth it? Is it really worth it to tarnish somebody else's image to make you look better? And that's not just with him. That is with people in general. They're always trying to, in order to build themselves up, they have to put somebody down. And that's crazy to me. If why make somebody else look small to make yourself look big? That tells a lot about you as a person. Maybe some they don't care. They're.
TMZ shouldn't have put out reports. Only the police will put out the real updates when they know all that died is coming days. They know all that died in coming days. Yeah, he lived to travel by. Yep, I agree. I'm sorry, man. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me over there?
I don't know. They probably can.
Oh, okay. I'm just on the sideline. I'm reading the comments.
It's sad how people can be, though. How, in order to build up their stature, well, and that's what trolls and bullies. Speaking of trolls and bullies, that's what they do. That's their job. It's every morning when they get up out the bed, first thing they think is, how can I screw up somebody's life, or how can I screw up somebody's legacy to make me look good, or to get some sort of satisfaction. And they do that from the time they get up to the time they go to sleep. Haters are the same way. They all share the same blood. Toxic. They do. All of them are the same. They want to tear people down. They want to make you feel less than. And that's what these people do when they come in these chats. They want to disrupt people's lives. They want to disrupt, they want to make you quit. Because I've heard people talk about how bad the trolls were. They got so bad that they wanted to quit. Nah. It shouldn't be that simple. If you believe in yourself enough and surround yourself with people who believe in you, they won't have no effect on you. As long as you know here how good you are, it doesn't matter what they say, what they do, but you have to, and it has to go further than believing. You have to know it. Because see, if you believe something, your beliefs and your thoughts, they can be manipulated. They can be changed. You change your mind about this, you change your mind about that. But see, once you know something, once you actually know it, they can't take that from you. They can't change that. They can't change a fact. A fact is a fact. If I tell you 2 + 2 is 4, and it's a fact. You can't change that. I don't care how you try to twist it, how you try to turn it. Once a fact, and once it's in your head, and once you know it, they can't take that from you. So, these trolls and these bullies and these haters, don't worry about it. Haters get up every day, and that's what they want to do. They want to come up with stuff to discourage you. They look for faults. They look for weaknesses, and they prey on it. That's how they do. They're like vultures. But your job and your responsibility to you is to learn you and to talk to yourself. It's nothing wrong with talking to yourself and getting yourself to understand who you are and what you want. Because if you're doing this, if you're actually going to be on YouTube and you're putting yourself out there, then you have to know that there's going to be somebody that's going to have something to say. They may not say it to you. Oh, but best believe they saying it about you. And you have to watch the people that you surround yourself with, because people that talk to you about somebody, you best believe they're going to talk to somebody about you. That's just how it is. And we're all at some point guilty of that. We do it. We all do it. You know, I gossip. I like to gossip with Auntie, because, you know, it's funny sometimes. You know, it's not mean or malicious, but we do. And sometimes it's funny. You know, we all do it. You know, but to be mean and malicious about it, nah. You know, you just, if you're not going to help somebody, then mind your business. Keep your mouth shut. Stay in your lane. Traffic is a whole lot better when you stay in your own lane. You shouldn't be over there trying to worry about, if you're not offering information that can help somebody, then keep that information to yourself. If you know that you're going to tell somebody the wrong information purposely, why? Because you want to see them fail? I don't understand. What fun is that to watch somebody fail? To watch somebody fall on their face and embarrass themselves? It's hard enough trying to do this. I see that right now, exactly how difficult it is to sit in front of a camera with all your and do this. So to be brave enough to do this, knowing that there are people that are just mean for no reason. If you can get past that, then heck, you are well on your way. So. Well, hey Anna, glad you could make it. You have to make sure that you're fortified. That what you because once you can accept your flaws, there's nothing anybody can say about you that you haven't already said about yourself, that you don't already know about yourself. So, you look in the mirror and you just tell yourself that I'm great, I'm better than this, I'm a masterpiece, that I am an unrepeatable miracle. Once you know this, and once you feel this way about yourself, there's absolutely nothing that anybody can say. Nothing. So all these people that are saying stuff and doing stuff, a lot of them, they're actually jealous because you're able to do something that they can't do. And instead of them taking the time to learn how to do it, or to take the chance, or to take a risk and do it, they rather talk about other people. Because it really takes a lot to do this, to actually jump out here and do it. And it's like anything that you do that puts you out of your comfort zone. I was looking at National Geographic one day, and they had these birds that live on the side of the mountain. And, they're way up. And the only way they can get down is to fly. So now you've got these baby birds. They walk out to the end, to the ledge. And the only way they can get to their food is they actually have to fly down. And that's their first flight. And the mothers are standing there, and they just leave them, and they go. And so you see these little birds, they jump off the ledge, and they just go woof. And then next thing you know, you see them. But that's the only way that they're going to learn, is to jump out there. So even like with this, if you're uncomfortable, and we've talked to some people who said, I'm scared to go live. I don't know, and in fact, I'm one of them. I was actually afraid to sit in front of a camera, and do this. But I figured if I don't do it, then I'll be sitting around wondering what would have happened if I did it. So I was like, hell, I might as well just go on and do it. Now, either the people are going to accept me or they're not. And truth is, it really isn't that important that they do, because other people's opinions of me is none of my business. I have to do what I feel I need to do to get where it is I'm trying to go. So if somebody thinks this way about me, that's fine. That's their opinion. I don't care. I honestly don't. And I used to care what people thought. I used to care about what people said. I really did. Until I heard what they were saying and realized I got to be me. I have to accept who I am and understand that people are saying these things either because they have their own faults, but they're afraid to admit to their faults. So what they do is they talk about other people's stuff. They talk about other people's shortcomings because it helps them not have to talk about their own. They don't have to deal with themselves. They don't have to deal with their shortcomings and their faults and their flaws. I accept mine. I have accepted a lot of things about me that I know to be true. And so now I'm able to go forward. And I will share some of these things, some reluctantly. But what I've also learned is that in order for me to help others or to show others how to get somewhere, that I have to be able to show them me. I have to be transparent to a certain degree.
Hey, Big Simple.
I've always been a very guarded person. I pick and choose who I talk to. I've always been that way. So for me to actually sit here and start to reveal the layers will probably be a difficult thing to do. However, there's somebody out here that needs to hear my voice, that needs to hear me share something. I don't know who it is. I don't know where they are, but they're there. And they may have heard it from someone else and it just didn't resonate. And maybe they just need to hear it from me. They're waiting for me to say it. So this is where Bhopnation TV comes into play. It's a chance for me to not only share the written words, but to also let you see it and to hear it come from my mouth so that you know that it to be my truth. Because I can't tell anybody else's truth but my own.
Peel back those layers of onions.
That is the only truth that I can tell. It's my very own. Yeah. I need y'all to hold on for 1 second. What? Auntie, if you can just talk to the people in the chat right there, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, I want to thank y'all so much for coming and to support and show love to Uncle David. This is his channel. I'm not sure why he's asking me to come up here.
You're doing a commercial.
And talk. Oh, this is a commercial, he said. Peel back those layers of onions. He's not going to do it, y'all. Yes, the onion. Okay. Oreos have layers like an onion. Big Simple. Big Simple. A Big Simple. Hey. A Big Simple. Big Simple, I like you. Y'all, again, if y'all don't have Big Simple, grab Big Simple. Grab Big Simple, yes. Grab Big Simple, y'all. I love Big Simple. When I say I love somebody, it's genuine. This page is not about me, but he had me do a takeover. But Big Simple, good people. I know good people when I see good people. I know the frauds when I see the frauds.
That's Mr. Lit, right?
Big, simple, good people, y'all. She said what you trying to say is who you do right by me.
Oh, goodness. Here we go.
Yes, big simple. Keep doing what you're doing, baby. Keep your grind going on. You're going to get a long way. You are. You're going to get a long way. Much love to you.
Hey, Ryan. Relisha.
Rolisha.
Yeah, Rolisha.
Rolisha Life Uncut.
This fool sound like a Shrek, though. What is you talking about, Anastasia? Yeah, but, and now I'm acting like auntie. Because I said I was only going to do an hour, so that's I have to stick to my guns. 57 minutes.
3 minutes.
And it's been flowing. The last time I did this, that hour it seemed like it took forever.
That's because you got support now.
I had it then, but I was scared. I really was. I was. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm good now. You know, now that I understand that I don't have to. That B-Hop Nation ain't a person. You know, that I can just be me. You know, and I'm good now. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy y'all are here. I really, really, truly appreciate y'all. I can't thank you enough, you know, for coming out and taking your time out of an hour out of your day. It's a better hour than it was the last time. I'm for sure about that one. Matter of fact, I'll probably even enjoy going back to listen to this, watch this video. Although I hate the sound of my voice. Once I listen, you know, once I hear it, you know, I sound good to myself right now. I even sound even better in the bathroom when I'm singing. But that's a different story. But yeah. You know what? I wish you two wasn't so petty that we could do karaoke. Because me, Auntie and I, we sing this song, The Closer I Get to You. And we actually sound like Roberta Flack and Donny Hathaway. You know, if you had your back turned and you heard us sing, you'd be like, oh, man. Okay. Maybe I'm going a little bit too far. My bad, y'all. I was feeling myself. I'm sorry. Maybe in my sleep that's what it sounded like. But we used to go to this place called Fat Daddy's, and it was really fun.
Oh, the Turner sisters. They said, hey, Unc, you did so damn well. Love you, man.
I love y'all too.
And it's time.
Oh, my other baby. I love y'all too. Y'all don't know how much this means. You know, and how happy I am that I'm able to do this. And you know, it's not the same as when I'm hanging out with Auntie. You know, it's a little different. It's a different vibe. You know, it's a different kind of energy. You know, so but once again, I just thank you all for coming and sharing this and finally, you know, getting me to do this, because Ty pushed me. She really did. You know, she was like, every time when you going? When you going? What you gonna do? Pooh. When you going? What you gonna do? You need to go. We're gonna come in, we're gonna harass you and blah 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 blah.
And they did just that.
Yes. So I thank you all.
Thank you all for the encouragement.
So much. I really appreciate y'all. And it like I said, it lets me know that I'm doing something right. I don't have it all together. I've got some things that I need to work on. But
you'll share that with them too.
I'll share all of that. You know, I'll reveal as much as humanly possible. You almost got something out of me tonight till I realized what time it is, and I said I was only going to do an hour. So, with that said, it's time to go. I thank you all so much for coming, and I need you to remember what B-Hop actually stands for. Is be happy on purpose. But also know, I believe in you. Believe in you too. Thank you. Good night.
Wow. was that the best part. To log in with YouTube